So in this particular lecture we'll talk about break statement. Okay, so break statement is used when I want to move out of the loop upon encountering a particular condition. Okay, and I don't know what is going to be the exit condition in advance. Okay, one such scenario could be like, let's say I'm keep on entering, I'm allowing the user to enter some value, and I want to stop him entering the value, or I want to stop performing some operation till he provides some specific value to us. Then in that case, what I'll do, I'll use break statement. Okay, so let's see this with an example. For example, I have created a list, let's say LSD, and it contains some values like by, high, then let's say exit, let's say I've got another uh, good, bad, and let's suppose that this list is being fetched from some external source. Okay, so this time this list contains these values, some other time it may contain some different elements. Okay, then in that case I also want to check, or I want to print the elements of the list till it finds exit. Okay, so as soon as it finds exit, we want the loop to get terminated, we want the program to end, we don't want to print any further values. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create, what I'll do, I'll first what I'm going to do, I'm going to print each and every element irrespective of the element. I'm going to print each and every element of the collection. Okay, so how I am going to do this, for element in LST, print element. Okay, so now if I execute this code, what is going to happen, it is printing each element, but this is not our need. What I want to do, as soon as it finds element equals to exit, what I want to come out of this loop. I don't want to print that statement. Okay, and I don't want any further execution of this loop. So what I'll do, I'll say as soon as element is equals to exit, break. Okay, then let me just execute this code, and what is happening, it is printing by, and it is printing high, and as soon as it is seeing exit, what it is doing, it is moving out of the loop, and it is not printing it, and it is not entertaining the remaining list as well. Okay, so what I want, let's take another example. Let's say I want to I have some, let's say I have a requirement like I need to keep on adding numbers till this sum exceeds 100. Okay, so what I want to exit the program, I want to move out of the code as soon as this number is or this sum exceeds 100. Then in that case, what I'll do, I'll use break statement. So let me elaborate it further so that you understand it much better. What I am doing, I am adding the numbers plus I am incrementing the number to be added by 1. So first time I am adding 1, second time I am adding 2, third time I am adding 3, fourth time I am adding 4 to the sum, and so on, and I am going to keep on adding the incremented value by 1 up to the condition that the sum exceeds 100. Okay, so till sum is less than 100, we want to keep on adding an incremented value. So let's see how we can do this. So what I am doing, I am assigning sum equals to 0. Okay, and let's say I have got a number or some variable I, and it is 1. Okay, now what I want to do, I don't know when to exit the loop. So what I'll do, I'll say while true. While true is some condition which is known as infinite loop. Okay, because every single time the value is going to be true. Okay, then what I need to do, I need to check if sum plus I exceeds 100 or is greater than 100, then I need to break. Otherwise, what I need to do, I need to add sum equals to sum plus I, and the next thing which I need to do is increment the value by 1 and assign it back to I. So it is like I equals to I plus 1, because if you remember that I told you that I want to increment the number to be added by 1. First time I want to add 1, second time I want to add 2, third time I want to add 3, fourth time I want to add 4, and so on. Okay, so once this condition is done, what I need to do, I need to print what was the greatest number which was less than 100 as per this method. Okay, so what I am doing, I am printing the value of sum. I am printing the value of sum. So let's see how it is going to work. Initially sum will be set to 0, I will be set to 1, and then there is an infinite loop, and it is going to check if sum plus I is greater than 100. Okay, then it is going to break out. If it is not greater than 100, then what is going to happen, it will add I, so it is going to add 1, so sum will be 1 and I will be set to 2. Okay, then the next loop will be there. So sum is 1, I is 2, so 1 plus 2 is 100, so 1 plus 2 is 3, so is 3 greater than 100? Again the condition is not true. Again the sum was 1, the newer value was 2, so the sum would be 3. Okay, and then I will move to 3. Okay, because I was 2 and 1 will be incremented to I, so the new value of I will be 3. Next run would be like sum is already 3. Okay, so sum plus I, it is checking if sum plus I, okay, we are not assigning it to sum here. What I am doing, I am just checking that what would be the sum after adding this value. So then this would be 3 plus 3 would be 6. So is 6 greater than 100? Again the condition would be false, and it is going to say it is not going to break out. Again it is going to assign the added value to sum and increment the value of I by 1. So I would be 4 and sum would be 6. So that is how it is going to work. And as soon as this sum plus I would exceed 100, it is going to break out. So sum will contain the previous sum, because here we are not assigning the sum. So sum still holds the older value. So as soon as sum exceeds 100, sum plus I exceeds 100, sum is the older value. So what is going to happen? It is not going to add the new value to the sum and not going to increment the value by 1, but it is going to exit. So the sum would be the greatest number which was less than 100, okay, as per this methodology. So let me just execute this code. So the number is 91. Okay, now what was the number that if would have been added, it would have left the number to exceed 100? We can also find that. So I would be like, I'm printing I. Okay, so what was the exit condition? Had sum and that older I been added, then it would have exceeded 100. Okay, but the I hasn't been added to the sum. So let me just execute this code. Then I can see that sum is 91 and the number to be added is 14. So if I would have added 14 to 91, that would have crossed 100 mark and it would have become 105. So this sum hasn't got performed and we have moved out of the loop. So here you can see we didn't know what is going to be the exit condition or when the exit condition is going to encounter, after how many iterations it is going to reach to this condition. So that is an example when we use first the infinite loop and second the break statement. In the next lecture we'll see how continue works. Thank you.